Have you ever felt like your energy is fading faster than it used to? Maybe you're finding it a little harder to get up from a chair, carry the groceries, or even climb a few steps. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Most people over 60 start noticing these little shifts in strength and stamina, but here's the truth, it's not just getting old. Much of it comes down to something that's completely within your control, your muscle health. Now, I'm not talking about bodybuilder muscles or spending hours in a gym. I'm talking about the kind of muscle that keeps you independent, balanced, and strong enough to do the things you love. Whether it's gardening, traveling, dancing, or just picking up your grandkids, healthy muscle keeps you going. But here's the catch, after the age of 60, we naturally begin to lose muscle mass at a faster rate. It's called sarcopenia, and if we don't do something about it, we could lose up to 15% of our muscle per decade. That's a lot. But here's the good news, you can stop, and even reverse, much of that muscle loss with one powerful tool, protein. That's right. Protein isn't just for athletes or bodybuilders. It's essential for you too, especially now. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 simple, smart ways to use protein that can help you maintain strength, feel more energized, and keep doing the things you enjoy for years to come. Let's start with the first trick, spreading your protein throughout the day. Most people eat the bulk of their protein at dinner. Maybe a piece of chicken or a bowl of soup, and that's it. But here's the problem, your body can only absorb and use so much protein at once. If you wait until the evening to eat your protein, your body doesn't get the full benefit of it, especially when it comes to rebuilding and maintaining muscle. The secret? Start early. Begin your day with a protein-rich breakfast. Instead of just toast or cereal, try eggs, Greek yogurt, or even a protein smoothie with a bit of fruit and oats. Then, at lunch, include something like tuna, beans, or a turkey sandwich. And yes, still enjoy that protein at dinner, but think of it as part of a steady rhythm rather than the main event. This approach keeps a steady supply of amino acids, those are the building blocks of protein, circulating in your body all day long. That means your muscles get what they need to stay strong, and your energy doesn't dip as quickly. You'll likely find you feel more stable, less fatigued, and even more clear-headed by simply making protein a part of every meal. Now, on to the second trick, and this one surprises a lot of people, eating enough total protein. Most adults over 60 aren't eating nearly enough protein to maintain their muscle mass. You might think you're getting plenty with a glass of milk here and there or a slice of chicken at dinner, but the truth is, your needs actually increase with age. That's because as we get older, our bodies become less efficient at processing protein. So what worked for you at 30 won't be enough at 65. How much should you aim for? A general guideline is about 0.5 to 0.6 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, that's around 75 to 90 grams of protein per day. And if you're recovering from surgery, illness, or doing strength training, you might even need a bit more. The goal isn't to obsessively count every gram, but to be aware. Are you having a source of protein at every meal? Are your snacks helping you hit those targets? If you're unsure, start by checking a few food labels. You might be surprised how much, or how little, protein is in some of your regular choices. And don't forget, there are so many easy ways to boost your intake. Add a spoonful of peanut butter to your toast. Toss some cottage cheese into a salad. Stir in protein powder to your oatmeal. Little changes add up fast. And here's something important, your appetite might not always be there, especially in the mornings or on hot days. That's where soft, easy-to-digest sources of protein can help. Think of things like smoothies, soups with lentils or shredded chicken, scrambled eggs, or even a small cup of high-protein pudding. It doesn't have to be fancy or difficult. It just has to be consistent. So far, we've talked about when to eat your protein and how much you might need. These two alone can make a huge difference. But there's another simple yet often overlooked trick that can help your body use that protein better, and we're going to dive into that next. Now, let's talk about the third protein trick every senior should know, pairing your protein with a little movement. Here's the thing, eating enough protein is essential, yes, but if you're not moving your muscles, you're only doing half the job. When you combine protein intake with simple, gentle movement, it signals your body to actually use that protein to repair and build muscle. It's like giving your body a green light. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights, unless that's your thing. For most of us, it's about small, steady actions. A walk around the block after breakfast. A light stretching session before lunch. A few resistance band exercises, or even rising up and down from a chair a few times throughout the day. Let's say you've just had a lunch with a good amount of protein, maybe a turkey sandwich and a cup of lentil soup. That's fantastic. But imagine following that up with 10 to 15 minutes of walking or some light leg raises in your living room. That combination is powerful. Your muscles are being told, hey, we need you. Let's get stronger. And that protein? It's going straight to work. One of the best habits you can build is tying your meals to movement. Breakfast followed by a short walk. Lunch followed by a few light stretches. Dinner followed by a bit of standing while washing dishes or swaying to your favorite music. These may seem simple, but they add up to real strength, real function, and real energy. And the beauty of this is, it doesn't just help your muscles, it boosts your mood too. Physical movement, even in small doses, wakes up your mind, supports your joints, and improves digestion. It helps you sleep better. It makes every part of your day feel more connected and intentional. But there's another little-known trick, and it's one that many people over 60 overlook: choosing high-quality protein sources. Not all protein is created equal. Some foods have what's called complete protein, meaning they contain all the essential amino acids your body needs. Others don't, which can make it a little harder for your body to rebuild muscle efficiently. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to hit you with complicated nutrition science. Just think of it like this: some foods are more efficient at building and protecting muscle than others. Animal-based proteins like eggs, dairy, chicken, fish, and lean beef are complete sources. They give you everything your body needs in one go. But if you prefer a more plant-based diet, or you're just not a fan of meat, there are still great options for you. Soy foods like tofu and tempeh are complete proteins. So are quinoa and buckwheat. And you can combine other plant foods to get the full benefit. For example, beans and rice together make a complete protein. Same with peanut butter on whole grain toast. So, when you plan your meals, think about the quality of the protein. Greek yogurt in the morning. A couple of eggs scrambled with spinach. A scoop of protein powder in your smoothie. These are all rich, muscle-building options. If you like seafood, salmon is a wonderful choice, high in protein and heart-healthy fats, too. If chewing has become difficult or you have digestive issues, no problem. Soft and easy-to-eat sources like cottage cheese, scrambled eggs, or blended soups with added legumes can go a long way. And for those with smaller appetites, drinking your protein might be easier, like a protein shake made with almond milk, a banana, and a scoop of powder. One thing I always say is, your meal should work for you, not feel like a chore. If you don't love grilled chicken, don't eat it. Try other protein-rich foods that bring you joy and comfort. When you enjoy what you're eating, you're more likely to stick with it. And that brings us to a simple but often forgotten truth: your body is still listening. Even now. Even if you've lost muscle or feel like you've slowed down, your body is still responding to what you feed it and how you move it. That never stops, no matter your age. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s make remarkable changes just by adding a little more protein and moving a little more each day. They feel steadier on their feet, their energy improves, and best of all, their confidence comes back. And confidence is powerful. When you feel strong, you feel like yourself again. We're not trying to look like we did at 30, we're building strength to enjoy life fully right now. To walk with ease. To carry our own groceries. To get down on the floor and back up again. To keep dancing, laughing, gardening, hiking, traveling, or whatever it is that makes your life bright. And all of that starts with a few daily choices. A little more protein. A little more movement. A little more awareness of what your body truly needs to stay strong and capable. Now, we've covered how to time your protein, how much you might need, how to pair it with movement, and how to choose the best quality sources. But there's still one more powerful tip that can make a world of difference, especially for those days when cooking feels like too much, or your appetite just isn't there. Let's keep going. You're doing great.